Something I was not prepared to be talking about today, as of last week, was Christina and the Queens, because they
Right.
dropped a surprise EP, although they had dropped the single People Have Been Sad a couple weeks ago. And now EP of 5 songs, 6 in total, but one is just the French to English translation. Um, La Vida Nuova. Definitely
Right.
didn't say that as beautifully as the French can
The
say it,
new
but
life.
I am, if nothing but a American idiot. So this is what you get, people. So Christy and the Queens, right? Uh, last 2 albums, growing in status. Chris, their most recent one, I believe, was 2018. We didn't review it,
Mhm.
but got a
Well
lot of
liked.
good reviews and high regard within the music industry, and really propelled Christine and the Queens to a higher status. And then, we talked about Charlie XCX, yeah, in their most recent album last year, and that was your best song of the year. Was the song with her on it?
Gone. Yes. Incredible.
I mean, she's been on a bit of a heater. Then this song drops. People Have Been Sad, already on our playlist. Nowstalgia Best of 2020. Check that out. How do you feel about the whole EP now that you've heard a couple more songs?
Yeah. No, it's sick for sure. And when people have been sad, the lead single dropped. I was like, yeah, this is really sick. I like this a lot. This is
Mm-hmm.
like what Chris does, but I don't know, more easily packaged. Kind of like that other big song she had from back in the day, Girlfriend, I think it's called. Um, and then I was like, oh yeah, cool. Maybe she'll really release an album. And then sure enough, this EP comes out with very limited notice. Also released on Because Music, the independent label, like her other stuff. So I think it's really interesting too, because this is the first time she's done Italian lyrics since the very first album. And just hearing an EP that uses English, French, and Italian,
Mm-hmm.
that's just obviously very uncommon for any kind of mainstream music, and especially something like I think as accessible as synth pop of this sound,
Yeah.
Um, but it's pretty fucking good, and I think People Have Been Sad is the obvious highlight. That's just kind of highlights what she does in terms of um, really getting emotional and making those emotions easy to grasp and I guess understand the feeling. And it's very, very, very intimate performer and lyricist, and that really comes
Mm.
across in the CP. I also like Nada a lot as well.
Yeah, I think intimate is a really it's a good word to describe it. The song that stood out most to me, and People Have Been Sad, is fantastic, but Mountains We Met, I thought, was really moving. It's really in that same lane for me as something like the Nationals Light Years from last year, where it was like, I just thought it was an absolutely beautiful song, very like chill, low key vibes to it, but just something about her vocal performance in that track, and the way that she kind of layers in the Mountains We Met is just fantastic. I thought that was the song that stood out most to me, but you kind of hit the nail on the head. Christine the Queen's just so good at evoking emotion, and projecting her meaning through her vocals, and even when she's in French, it's riveting stuff. And the
Yeah.
production on this, I mean, it switches tempos pretty much. Every song goes up and down throughout the whole thing, but you're hanging on every word. I'm hoping that this is leading to a bigger album, because it feels like she's just continuing to kind of find her stride within the industry.
Hmm.
Did you by chance watch the music video accompanying the EP?
I did not. No, it's like more of a short film, right?
It's hard to call it a film. It's like her just dancing
Hmm.
kind of strangely to each song, and it ends with Caroline Polachek, who she was featured on her album
Hmm.
recently, and her doing this like vampire-esque like dance where Christine's actually a vampire. And
Oh, right. I saw
it's
that
it
part.
but it goes all throughout France, all throughout Paris, into these like just beautiful settings, and it's an awesome watch. I wouldn't say it's a music video I'll probably find myself coming back to, just because it is very strange, but visually just stunning, and it just symbolizes more her creative genius, I think, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of her for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. Yeah, People Haven't Been Sad. Definitely one of my favorite songs of the year thus far, no doubt.
Yeah, it's up there for me as well.